Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we have another Incognito Mode video. This one is the newest video. It's called Shopping, and it's basically recounting the horrors of either going shopping and dealing with awkward situations, or even worse, being an employee at a supermarket and dealing with really messed up customers. I've worked at a supermarket. I can't say any of this stuff happened to me, but then again, I didn't work in the meat department, so I guess the weird shit happens there. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, the original will be down in the description below. Enjoy!
Shopping!
That's pretty standard, though, for these videos. Oh, maybe it's based off of like, so have you guys seen the Amazon Prime Day deals recently? They pop up every couple of months, but Amazon's actually being sued because they basically faked a bunch of their stuff in the last Prime sale. So what they would do is they would be putting up, like Amazon Kindles, right? And they'd be raising the price to like $120 for their Kindle Fires or whatever, or their Fire tablets, when they've only been really selling them between 50 and 70 before, and then they'd be taking 45% off of the 120. So technically you would be saving maybe $2, but you wouldn't be saving like a ton of money. So they were effectively faking their own base price levels specifically for the 1 week sales and then dropping them back down, which is insane. Because that actually could be considered almost like ad fraud to a degree, right?
One thing about shopping in real life is it makes you more shrewd. You start to get wise to people's tricks.
I mean, maybe not in real life. I mean, that's why I do, like, for instance, on Walmart. So, for instance, if I'm placing a grocery order, I'll place a grocery order and give myself, like, a max limit. Well, here's a perfect example. A lot of people have been bitching about recently, grocery prices, right? And this doesn't help on YouTube and TikTok, because what people are doing is they're going and looking for, like, the most expensive fucking piece of bread they can find so they can put it on YouTube. And they're like, look at how much grocery prices have increased. And yeah, they have increased a bit over time, over the last year or two, especially with the tariffs and whatnot in the U.S. This is specifically mostly a U.S. problem right now because of other nonsense we're pulling. But let's just go with that for the moment. And what's happening, though, is people are like, I can't believe, this is $8 or whatever. And they're picking, like, the most expensive, like, seed bread ever from, like, Sprouts, which is, like, an ultra high-end, well, mid-high-end grocery store. And I'm, like, sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, but the regular bread is $1.59 for a loaf. Even if you go, like, mid-tier, you're spending $2.99 to $3.99 for a loaf. Your $8.99 loaf bread was already $7.99 before, so it's only gone up 50 cents to $1. And now you're bitching about it because you think, you can say, like, I can hold $100 of groceries in one hand. Well, before that, it was $90 in groceries. And yeah, it went up 10% potentially. But a lot of people are saying that, like, like crazy shit has gone up in price. And certain things have gone up in price. It's just not necessarily to the same degree. Like, example, around here where I am, a 12-pack of soda is $9, which is crazy on most days, right? When you think about it. But if you get a 2-liter of the store brand soda, it's $1. And the problem is people just don't want to switch to store brand when 99% of the time it's the same. It just kind of depends.
As far I remember, one time I had moved cities, right, and I needed to buy a bed. And so I went to the mattress store, and there was a guy there, and he was the archetypal car salesman guy.
Ah, yes.
And so he clocked me the moment I came in. Yeah.
We gotta see that. 78% go ability. Yep, perfect.
Yeah, and I said to him, like, look, I ain't got any furniture. I need bed ASAP.
Desperately, I'll pay anything.
And so, I chose a pretty cheap one. I think it was, a couple $100, maybe $300.
At this point, you can just buy shit online. Walmart will ship a bed frame to your house for $20, and they'll ship you a mattress for like 110
plus delivery. And I said to him, look, I think it was like Thursday. And he's like, yeah, well, look, we don't deliver on
Thursday.
We don't deliver on the weekends.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, look, I can't go a whole weekend without a mattress. What
I mean, you absolutely can. It just is going to fucking suck.
am I going to do? Sleep on the tiles?
Yes.
So I'm like, I'll buy this thing right now.
In fact, your back might be happier if you sleep on tiles.
You got to deliver it on Friday, though. And he's like, that might be a difficult call. I'm like, all right, then. I don't want the mattress. And then he just goes, well, yeah, sure, it'll get delivered Friday.
Oh, of course.
What am I going to do about it? If I've already made the purchase and then it doesn't come till Monday, what am I going to do?
Well, okay, so here's what a lot of people buying shit don't realize. And this is kind of important because a lot of people are getting fucking screwed right now on like if you go to Reddit and you go to the UPS thread, FedEx thread, or whatever, the people are like, I ordered next day air and it's not showing up. And they're like, well, did you order it on Friday? Yeah. Well, they don't do next day air for, Saturday, Sunday. You might get it Monday, but if you sent it out too late on Friday, it's actually going to show up on Tuesday because it won't be scanned in till Monday. So, like when he'll ship it out Friday potentially, but as for like delivery and stuff locally, all these furniture companies, they contract with other people, which is entirely based off of their schedule. Like when I was a carpet cleaner, people were like, this job absolutely must be done Friday. And I'd be like, well, if I can get to it on Friday, it will be done Friday. If I can't get to it, then it's not going to be done Friday. So we told people that you had to give us potentially, 1 to 2 days in advance for the big commercial type jobs. I'm not talking about like residential stuff. Residential stuff you had to be more careful with because people took days off to have you clean their house. But even then, sometimes people's houses that we were cleaning they're like, oh, it's just a light cleaning, but you have like an entire room that's trashed. And you're like, okay, well, it's going to take me an extra hour here just because this house is garbage. And people were like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You didn't pick anything up. I'm like, fine, then I'll just clean the pathways. Do you want that? And they're like, no, we want everything done. I'm like, then you have to move everything.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happened. So I said, you got yourself a deal if you deliver it on Friday. And he went, all right, I'll deliver it on Friday. And Friday rolls along. Sorry, couldn't get to you. And then, of course, nothing happens on Saturday. And I can't go buy a new mattress. I've already given him my money. And it's like, well, I want a refund. Sure, I'll get it to you in 10 business days.
10 is pretty good. Note, I didn't go back. I knew the battle had been lost. Yeah, that's the thing. So, you have to send it out. They've already put into their accounts and everything. You can get the refund. It's going to take forever to get back.
You just wait till Monday. You can have your mattress.
I feel like you played yourself on that one.
Sure did. It's fun. It just sheds a part of you. That was me being dumb. Let me not make that mistake again.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, it arrived on Tuesday.
Why didn't you have a mattress when you moved? Do you just like not move with your shit? Because people have like when I've moved before, people have left their mattresses, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want your old mattress. I don't know what you did with this. It's brand new. We never touched it. I still don't fucking believe you. That's like the one thing people don't like. Like people will take TVs and free like furniture type things, but they won't fucking take mattresses.
I've had a lot of like starting jobs and stuff. I haven't ever worked retail before.
That's actually rare these days, I'd say.
I've interviewed for retail before.
And they're like, how do I put this? You're really awkward.
Oh, I shouldn't eating this can. This is like a real. Fuck, this is gonna be a whole thing. I said during the interview.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Probably finishing this one off.
Anyway, reason I haven't done retail is I'm not good at the chit chat.
Yeah,
it is making the shopping experience worse.
I don't know. If I was like at a going to like any sort of store and he was talking, I'd be like, I like your voice. Yeah, I don't care what you're talking about. You can be telling me to my fucking face that you hate me. And I'd still be like, okay.
That's a law that said you're not allowed to ask for nothing, and you're not allowed to make conversation neither at the checkout counter. I'd make that a rule.
It's a fine line because, like, I know what you're like, and I know you don't want to talk to people when you go to the shops. But part of me does enjoy, like, I like banter with strangers. Like, I like the interaction. But there's a point where it is kind of just, like, too much.
I don't know. I never know how to end the conversation. Like, I can open up the conversation, but then I feel like, oh, I've gone too far with it.
Or you just keep talking and talking and talking, and then all of a sudden it's like me, and then we've completely gone on to a different tangent about something entirely random.
You just bought a hand auger so that you can dig holes. And they'll go, hey, how's it going? I go, yeah, good. How are you? Yeah, good. Digging holes? One option is just, yeah. And then end the conversation there, and everybody's fine. And it's just kind of awkward until you pay for your thing. Or you can go, yeah, actually, no, I'm putting in a row of hedges. There's this type of hedge.
Yeah.
A new one came out, actually, and it's got leaves and everything. And then you can tell they're kind of glazing over because they don't care. So it's like, well, you asked me. It feels like you're just setting me up to fail,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's like you went to improv and did a yes and they got mad at you for it.
Yes. And then
I think the stream froze. Looks like it froze. Let me check something. No, it seems to be working fine. You might be frozen. Is it, okay, is chat working again? Yeah, it looks like chat's working again. I guess it, like, loaded weird when I hit play. Someone else speak in chat real quick so I know this is working again. I'll remember to cut this out, 356. Probably won't cut it out. I never cut things out. Okay, all right. I think it like froze at random for some reason. Like I refreshed the page and everything started popping back up. So whatever. All right, let's get back into it. Actually, we're gonna go back about 30 seconds or so because I totally forgot where we were.
it feels like you're just setting me up to fail,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's like you went to improv and did a yes and they got mad at you for it.
Yes. And then, usually I'll just get so bloody flustered that I won't pay. And then I'm just kind of like running away.
Yeah.
Versus, just more people would be just like, just take all my fucking money. It's only worth $50, sir. Yeah, okay, here's $500. Okay, we don't take tips, sir. I don't care. I gotta go. You just run.
And I've got the item in hand, and I'm in the car park, and I'm fumbling for my keys, and
they're coming towards the car.
They can run much faster than I can because I'm a
Like it's a Cybertruck.
Yeah, I mean, the classic of that is you go to the grocery store. You buy like tortillas and beef mince, or whatever,
And condoms.
and they're like, tacos for dinner.
None of your business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I reckon there's a level of that where it's like, if it gets too specific, it's scary. It's like, yes, goulash. What? How did you tell?
Oh, right.
Well, I mean, I've had the opposite of the Bunnings thing where the person won't stop asking questions, right? I went to a tech store because I wanted to buy a microphone arm.
Right.
And when I take it up to the counter,
There was no way in hell he went to Staples for that. I've never seen any sort of recording. Well, maybe they have them now, but definitely not 5 to 6 years ago.
cashier's already got this like shit-eating grin on his face because mic arm is a classic. I'm gonna be a streamer kind of purchase. So he's like,
That's why you only order that online and under like a pseudonym and send it to a PO box.
also, like, do you stream? I'm like, oh no. So he's like, oh, so you do like YouTube?
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, at this point, you could use it as, no, I use this for Zoom because I have a fucking real job.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, kind of, something like that. Just like being dismissive.
Yeah.
He's standing there. He's like, oh, wow, that's cool, man. Like, what's the name of your channel? Do you do like gaming? He's just not taking the hint.
Yeah.
And so I said,
No, I react to VTubers like Neuro. Yeah, you know.
nah, I mostly do like boyfriend ASMR role plays.
There we go.
The trick is when you say something stupid like that, you just have to hold it. You don't break.
Yeah.
You don't say,
The problem is when they're like, "Really? I love that shit," and you're like, "Fuck."
I'm just kidding. You just hold it and you just keep eye contact. And he goes, oh, yeah. And just goes back to like,
Puts it on the invoice.
yeah. Because you don't want to be rude.
Yeah, right.
But it's also like, can I just buy this, please? And yeah, so I can just imagine that I left and then he's just like, I had the weirdest interaction today.
The thing is, like, here's what I've noticed. You are, I think, much...
I've had a few people like that when I worked at GameStop. But then I'm like, yeah, maybe we're also the weird ones here. Fucking coworkers hiding in the ceiling and shit.
braver socially than I am. Because you'll go for the joke much more than I'm willing to. Because I feel like through the course of my life, I've tried the joke every now and then. And it's
just fucking
backfired
fails.
so badly that it hasn't been worth it.
Yeah, that's true.
This one time I won't say...
I love how they always put like they use stock images for everything, which is great, and they always use the same modification to the same face every time.
the channel, but I met this YouTube couple, and I like their channel. They're very nice, and I don't think they're together anymore. But it doesn't matter.
Was the joke that bad?
Maybe
I met them in a sort of almost like an official capacity. They were doing a
the wife history.
professional thing for their channel, and I was doing the same. And we got to chatting afterwards, and we were sort of talking about collaborating and catch up for this and that, and we can, record some stuff.
Yeah.
And they said, like, we could just, like, catch up and, like, we could just be friends. The idea was, like, hey, this doesn't have to be, like, professional.
Yeah.
Like, we could be friends, and then we're all, like, around the same age and stuff. And I thought, oh, no one said so directly before we could be friends. I should try and say a joke.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of YouTubers kind of like have problems where they're like, yeah, everything has to be business related. But then they don't know how to like talk to each other. I like how when everyone's in my Discord, they're just like bashing everyone.
And so I said, what if I
just
said
talking about
no?
random shit.
And I meant it in a joking way, and I couldn't play it off. Oh no, the sarcasm didn't translate, and then I couldn't backtrack in a convincing enough way that it basically wasn't the world's most direct rejection of friendship you've ever seen.
That is so funny.
I guess if they watch this video, they could be like, oh, we feel better now.
Knowing you,
Yeah.
I can picture that in my head. Like, I can picture you floundering. I can picture you... I was...
I think about it every time I close my eyes. Needless to say, we didn't catch up as friends.
No shit.
Or ever again. We
And then they got a divorce because of it.
have spoken since, but only in DMs. But
Yeah, I mean, look, I will say this. Going for the joke, it's not 100% hit rate, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have a lot of, ooh, that really didn't land. The trick is you need to work on your exit strategy.
Right.
Because, like, the jokes don't get funnier. Like, you don't get better at the jokes.
but what's your exit strategy?
It's sort of context dependent. A lot of the time it's you just sort of bluntly say, you kind of just state the situation. Also, the trick is to be really hot. That's what works for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for the record, I did want to be friends. They were nice. Ad time. I shall not introduce myself. For many years ago, I had all the data about me erased. I am Incognito Man.
Incognizable man. That's great. I mean, of all the of all the ads out there, this is definitely the better ones.
The Incognito service took back all my data from the data brokers, and now I live in the shadows.
I mean, he's always been in the shadows.
/incognito, and you can too. Oh my God, my leg! I go into stores, take what I need.
Hey, put that back.
No, they can see me, but they have no idea who I am.
Yeah, that's not what this this thing fucking does. He just like advocated for stealing. That's funny.
Damn. You've been tracked all over the internet. Get that information deleted by going to incognito.com/incognito.
Is someone
Imagine if Incognito deleted like fucking active warrants and shit by accident.
there?
Yes? You can't tell me to leave because you don't know my name or address or phone number. I had it wiped from the internet. These big data brokers are getting too big for their big data breaches, and everybody's getting scam calls, and people are having their identity
Yeah, I think the bigger problem though now is people are not getting just regular scam calls. They're getting scam calls that sound exactly like their family members, which is a problem.
stolen. You gotta be proactive. Yeah, we're seeking out all the data brokers who have got your information and zap, 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 zap. With their lawyers, and they say you cannot have this information. Delete-o, please. But it's not just the people selling your data to marketers. If you find some websites out in the wild with your details, you can use their special custom removal service to give them a targeted zap. And now they've got a family plan, too, to keep them safe. There you go, little fella. So get an unlimited family plan and protect them, too. Is there someone there? I could be here. Or over here. Or over here, and you still wouldn't know my name.
He's just gonna get shot in the fucking head.
It's me, the data joker, the antagonist
jeez.
of the story. No, we've run out of time. Go to incognito.com/incognito
Damn
to
it.
get a family unlimited plan for 60% off.
I mean, as far as like internet ads go, like for companies that are like legitimate companies, that is a fairly legitimate company. We should go through all the YouTuber not ads, sponsorships and see how many of them are actually scams.
So I used to be kind of a quiet talker, like I would just kind of talk too quietly, and it would be kind of annoying. And the more I have to record in front of a microphone, I'm just projecting all the time.
Yeah, so the problem with that, though, is, like, I'll be out in the middle of fucking public and be talking way louder than I should be. And people are like, lower your damn voice, you idiot. All right.
And so naturally, I've just become louder and louder and more annoying and less funny. It becomes hard sometimes to gauge how much people can kind of overhear you. Yeah. And so, I do get caught out every now and then. At the office here, we frequent a cafe, and there was a lady there, and I can't remember the exact details of what happened. It was
the chicken portion?
Yeah, no, and it was like one of those things, like in that live stream where I'm like, House of Artists. A house of artists. A house of artists. A house of artists. Doom, and I can't stop saying it.
Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Doom? You played the new Doom? There was a lady who brought her dog, and it was chicken in a bowl.
Yeah, the chicken.
It was like, what happened?
What happened was, she's one of those very, like, treats the dog like a person kind of people.
Yeah.
Sure.
She's nice. Like, I've spoken to her. She's a lot, but she's nice. But she was talking with the people, like saying, oh, yes, I'll have this sandwich. I'll get these 2 coffees, da-da. And I'll get a chicken portion for her. And it was just like a funny thing to say. So then you and me are sitting there, and then you said out loud.
Okay, like where I am, it is normal for a lot of restaurants, especially like when you're walking down like not mainstream restaurants, like main street restaurants, like on major like heavy walking streets, right? To have separate menus for pets, primarily dogs, but some have actual extra menus for cats. And it's basically like an extra kind of like free income stream to it, or not free advertisement income stream, because you can charge a shit ton of money. People will charge $10 for a fucking dog biscuit, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I'll totally fucking pay that."
Oh, I'll just get a chicken portion. And she was like right there. So she heard. Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't mean it.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I was just mocking you.
Yeah, it's fine. We're locals. The only locals, because we're such dicks to everybody else, they never come back.
Yep.
I didn't mean to say chicken portion loud enough for the lady to hear it. I remember one time I was walking with her story, and we were in the mall shopping, on topic, and a very tall woman walked by, and I went, boy, she's tall.
She's like super fucking
She
loud.
immediately heard me, of course. Turned around, looked at me, and I'm like,
Well, I mean, what do you do in that situation? She turns around and hears you, and you go, "Oh, and beautiful." Like,
well, we
And
were
then you get slapped in the fucking face by your wife, potentially.
walking past each other, so there's no opportunity for either of us to stop unless she's going to start, pursuing me. And to be fair, she's got a much longer stride, so I'm in trouble.
yeah,
But,
you bet you're
yeah.
gonna be running. Yeah.
And now I'm running back to the car, and I'm fumbling with my keys, and I haven't paid for my item.
The internet historian gets fucking arrested multiple times for minor petty shoplifting because he makes stupid fucking comments. Now, that would be a funny, different type of nuisance streamer, an accidental one. Like, well, I guess he wouldn't be a streamer because he's obviously not doing this shit live, but you know for a fact that fucking shit would be all over the place.
A few years ago now, I was gifted for me birthday, like a deli meat slicer.
Yeah,
Interesting.
true.
And I thought, this is wicked cool. Put that proudly on the kitchen bench. And I said, you know what? You know what would make this deli slicer complete? Something to slice. So I insisted to her story, and let's rush out. And it's like 5 p.m, so there's no delicatessen open. I'm like, come on, we gotta go get some meat. So we go to the supermarket, we go to the deli aisle of Coles, and everybody knows in the deli aisle of Coles, they have a whole bunch.
I mean, that kind of feels like a gift you give someone that you just kind of don't like necessarily. It's like gifting someone when they first get married a bread maker or or something like the mixer kind of makes sense because everyone kind of uses that. But how many people will ever use a bread maker, right? And the people that make bread generally have their own custom way of doing it. And they're not going to use a bread maker in most cases. It's almost like being like, here's a $200 gift I don't think you'll ever use. Oh, by the way, you now also have to buy a bunch of shit to make those things. So it's going to cost you $100 in like startup materials.
Of salamis and meats hanging up from the ceiling. Very cool. So I very proudly go up to the counter. And
Yeah, like I actually do make my own bread, but I have a fucking oven that's like an $800 outdoor smoker oven specifically for making bread and pizza. But that's something you have to buy custom. You don't just buy a random bread maker if you're making bread. At least in most cases. And most like newlyweds are not going to be fucking going out of their way to make bread. They're going to do it once and it's going to sit in the fucking cupboard for 10 years and then be donated at a garage sale.
in my head, I said to the lady, I just got a new deli slicer for my birthday. But in reality, I just said, hey, how much is one of those big prosciutto legs?
They're like $300 to $500 for the entire fucking cheese wheel or more, depending. Some cheese wheels are fucking expensive. Well, he said prosciutto, didn't he? Anyway, but either way, even if you get like a whole thing of meat, you're looking at like $50, $60, $70, $80 more.
And she's like, I don't know, that's plastic.
Yeah, that specific one's plastic. But like the ones like in
Needless
the
to
deli thing
say,
you can buy.
It was not a delicious meal, and it was very hard to slice through. No, yeah, and so I was like, oh, okay. Do you guys sell like a block of prosciutto? And she's like, yeah.
They do, but she's just being a bitch.
I think so. So she goes to the back, and she gets like a kind of hard to distinguish block.
They're like rectangles.
Yeah, it was like a semicircle, and it didn't look interesting.
Yeah, they're expensive,
at all,
though.
But it was kind of like that or nothing.
Because don't forget, like it's in some places it's like $15 a pound for like actual deli meat, right? And we're not talking like Walmart brand, $3.97 a pound. You don't know exactly what's in it, deli meat. We're talking about like the actual, And this thing is like, 20 fucking pounds. So you're looking at somewhere there $200 to $400
And
potentially.
so I bought it. Man, I ate a lot of prosciutto in the first day, but we didn't even really make a dent. And then you're kind of like, oh man, every time I want a little bit of prosciutto, I gotta kind of take out the machine, plug in the machine, then afterwards clean the machine. Anyway.
This is such a you thing.
I will say the one thing I do use a lot though is the Ninja Slushy and make ices with that thing. That thing is so awesome. I love that thing. To be fair, they made it super fucking easy to clean. It takes like 3 minutes to pull the parts out. You just throw it in the dishwasher.
Have it as well. Oh fuck! Nah, I'm with you. It is a pain.
Yep.
Like my ice machine's a bitch to clean.
Right? Like,
I love the ice.
That's correct.
You're there behind the deli counter.
Yeah,
and
sure.
you see group of, let's say it's like old ladies, and you just know, let me get the big bucket of chicken fillets, because you know that's what they're gonna ask for.
With old ladies, it always have to be some. Can I get 90 grams of the triple smoked? Oh, it's 100. Is 100 okay? Oh, if it's not 90, I think the rest will go to waste. You're like, oh, okay, all right. Oh, it's just that I'm by myself now ever since my husband died.
Oh,
and it's like,
that's a powerful card.
And you go, wow, that's.
I mean, it depends on the person. So what you do is you put your by the books person back there, and they're like, oh, that sucks. Anyway, 90 grams, here you go.
Man. So, like, how much longer do you reckon you have?
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna be doing this every week with the salmon, or like only got a couple weeks left?
Oh my god.
I actually, so I have worked at I have worked at a lot of places. I've worked at a grocery store before, and now I worked for the Starbucks portion of the grocery store, so it was one of those knockoff Starbucks things. But I had a bunch of coworkers in like the meat department, and they were just fucking stone cold assholes to people. Like, oh, can I have a little extra? Sure, let me just adjust the price on that for you. Oh, I meant like, okay. Yeah, we're not giving it to you for free. Fuck that.
It's interesting. Okay, let's profile other groups.
Dude, you can't just say that.
So who's the most likely to say something like inappropriate?
The 40 to 50-year-old women
Yep.
love to sexually harass you. Oh my word.
Really?
Why do they keep you behind a counter all day? You should be out front here with us. Stuff like that all the time.
Middle-aged women, they're the sexual harassers.
All the time. It was so bad. To the point where you have to laugh it off because you can't be like, stop, you're harassing me. There was one lady, I don't even know what I did, but I got her like salami. And she says, she looks at me and goes, you're pretty good with your fingers, aren't you?
Really? What do you even say to something like that?
So I took her back and I fingered her. But the point is, that's really inappropriate. Because it's like, if someone took that really badly.
Yeah. Like, obviously, you're a big boy. It's not like that's really going to affect you in any way. But it's like, what do you even...
Yeah, but you could, like, as an employee, you can't use that as a grounds for, like, any sort of, like, lawsuit, right? Because that's where it would be great to use against someone. If you could fucking make money from people being stupid in front of you. But as an employee, you basically have no fucking rights. Like, in some ways, like, if you don't need the job and you're just doing it for, like, pocket money or something like that, great. Then you can just do whatever the fuck you want and say whatever you want. But a lot of people are like, if I say anything against this, I'm going to be fired and I won't be able to make rent, let alone pay for food. So they're like,
say other than like...
No, sorry, I have arthritis.
It's such a conversation stopper.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the whole room just got cold and dark. There was a blind guy once who would come in a lot.
You let him into the store?
Oh my God, he might touch stuff.
Is this what people think of me? I guess I'm only part blind. Not quite there yet.
What if he turns everyone else blind?
It's one of those things where you can't be completely mad because I think he just didn't have anyone, but he would essentially want you to do his shopping for him.
Oh.
But
I mean, that's just a regular shopper now. I guess the upside of like Walmart shopping and automatic grocery delivery at this point is I just don't actually have to go into the stores and see people.
It was incredibly rude.
Oh no!
Oh, what
and
a
he would
bitch!
pick fights with you. Like he'd be like, "I'm looking for Tasmanian cheese."
Right.
And you're like, "Oh well, here's our Tasmanian cheeses here." And he's like, "No, I want like a hard cheese." I'm like, "Oh well, most of the Tasmanian cheese we have is all like soft cheese, sir." And he's like, Can you get me someone who knows what they're talking about? I'm the supervisor, but that's okay. Anyway, like probably 6 months later, I remember one of my managers was like, "Oh, do you remember Greg? Oh, you know the old blind guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What happened? Oh yeah, he died.
Oh, what did you?
You're like, oh, thank God. No.
You go, oh yeah, we've got some hard cheeses out the back next to the stairs.
Oh, did you hear about the guy that's he died? He was like an employee, but he died and he fell in between two freezer sections, and they didn't find him for like, they want to say like 10 years, which is crazy because how do you not notice a potentially rotting corpse in your grocery freezer section? Because it'd be in between like two separate sections. That probably wouldn't mask the smell. We should watch that video. I wonder who, I bet you Brew made a video on it. I can almost guarantee you Brew made a video on it.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. He just died.
Oh, he succumbed to his blindness. It advanced rapidly.
Do you reckon we could just do a quick little memorial for Greg?
Dear Greg, though you couldn't see,
you saw parts of me that I don't think anyone's ever seen. Are we mocking a dead old blind guy? Is that what this bit is? We're just mocking a dead blind guy.
Well, it was rude. Well, at least he didn't say, "Hey, you must be good at fingering" or whatever.
Yeah, that is true.
Jeez,
that is
small
true.
things, right?
That was a bit much. I think one of my fondest memories, I got roasted by a stranger. So I'm there in the...
Okay, I got a story about this. I was at Target, and I think it was like 23 or something like that. But I had gone there for something. I can't remember. But I was with 3 friends or whatever. Some random kid in like middle school walked up to me. He's like, "You look like shit with a mustache," then walked off. And that kid was you. No fucking way. It was the funniest thing ever. And my friends were like, yes, he was right. My friends were like, well, we didn't want to say anything. I'm like, I know. I'm tired. I was tired. I forgot. Because it was like at that point, like, where it was like I hadn't shaved for like 5 or 6 days or whatever, and it was like in between what a good mustache is and that horrible point where it's awful, but I'd still look like shit anyway. Nah, I don't have a mustache because I just don't like the feeling. It's more like a sensory issue, I guess, in certain ways. But it was still one of those like really funny fucking stories that just kind of stick with you.
Fruit aisle. I'm there with Historian.
Yeah.
And there's a stranger lady, right? And she's like picking some fruit, and she needs to get a plastic bag, and she tries pulling on the plastic bag, and something about the like roll, it's not perforated properly.
Oh.
And so the bags aren't ripping.
Yeah.
And so she's like trying to...
That's why I'm offering Hanvex to promote all of his videos on my channel. We need to get him up to 10,000 subscribers, so that way when I'm at 8,000 subscribers, he can't use that bullshit on me anymore.
use more force and get it off, and eventually the bag just tears. And I was just like, you don't know.
Or better yet, I'll just be an asshole, Hanvex, and I'm just going to buy you 10,000 subscribers. They're all going to be fake ones, and they're all going to just wreck your channel. Do you know how many people actually do that to other people, though? It's crazy. There's entire subreddits on Reddit where for the new YouTubers who are asking for help, and what people will do is they'll take their new channel and they'll gift them 2,000 trash subscribers. And it completely wrecks their entire algorithm.
How to pull these perforated bags off. You're an idiot. Yeah. you got no idea what you're doing. Historian tries as well, and then she can't get one of the bags.
Oh, yeah. It's super easy to kill a channel, at least when they're small.
Ladies, please.
Now, I guess the question is, can you actually kill the channel? Because as long as they don't try to monetize it right off the bat, like if you were 250 subscribers, then you jumped up to 2,000 subscribers, and you tried to monetize it, and you knew for a fact that most of those subscribers were fake, then that could actually screw you over because YouTube would be like, no, the fuck is wrong with you? We can obviously tell these are bot accounts. So they would think that you did it. The problem is YouTube itself can't tell if some asshole gives you 1,000 subscribers, because 1,000 subscribers from a trash company is probably like $25. Whereas, you know, like if you're getting like, if you're cheating and you're actually going to do it the right way, if there is a right way, I guess, you're probably spending a lot more than that. But the problem is, you know, if you're trying to crush a channel, it is cheap as hell to do that. Yeah, so for instance, buying watch hours, very dangerous, by the way, because it is easily trackable. You can do it. It's absolutely against TOS. You can absolutely be banned for that. Is there a way to do it safely? Maybe, but the problem is you just don't know what system is going to be used. And if it's a flag system, which it likely is, you will absolutely get your channel banned, even if you only bought, 5 hours. A lot of people buy 4,000 right at the bat. And that obviously doesn't make sense unless one of their videos blows up, which if their regular videos are garbage or just, new, it's unlikely. So for instance, actually here's a perfect example. The video I first watched with Neuro? It was the one with Doug, the GeoGuessr one, right? YouTube actually hit me with invalid hours because they thought I was botting. Because I went from, 5,000 subscribers to 7,000. Well, not 7,000 now. We just passed 7,000, I think. To 6,300 in 2 days. Maybe 3 days. Something like that. But I got that video alone got 25,000 watch hours. So they thought a lot of people were botting for some reason. Which is, basically what they did is they sent me an email being like, hey, you've been flagged for whatever, and then we're, cutting off $90 of your income for that month. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, I have no idea what that is. And I went and talked to them and everything, and they just thought it was really suspicious because the average view count on my videos for similar videos was, 60 hours or something like that, right? And all of a sudden it jumps up thousands. It was 7,000 hours in the first day. So obviously that's going to be a fucking red flag. Now, the question is how many of those people were using VPNs and whatnot, which may have been what flagged it. I don't know. They didn't tell me. They never will. But you can totally fuck someone over by doing shit like that, which is crazy.
This is a man's job. So I walk over to it, and I'm quite good with the perforated bags. I can do this stuff.
I don't know exactly how that works.
Right? You just grab the bag, and then you very quickly...
For viral videos.
With your wrist. And if you do it right, you can also get air through the bag at the same time. It opens up. So I go to do that. And there really is a problem with the perforation of the bags. And so I, empty half the roll. And these two guys... They're a little bit older than me. They're walking by, and so smoothly as I'm mid-whipping up, the guy goes, swing and a miss. And it was
That's funny.
It's just beautiful. It was so smoothly said mid-stride as he's walking down the aisle past. Oh, I couldn't be mad.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's the sort of interaction that makes you feel like you're part of a world. What fruit were you buying?
I think it was lemons.
Life was trying to give you lemons and you couldn't even put them in the fucking bag. Oh my God.
I think the most rudimentary form of the shop.
The brothel.
The lemonade stand.
Oh, yes.
People try to open up lemonade stands around here, and you need a fucking business permit for that shit. The amount of kids who have been basically threatened by police is insane, or more likely HOAs.
I like the idea of a lemonade stand. I've seen one in real life. I was driving past it, and I went, there's one. And I turned to her store, and I pointed
I didn't go to
Did
grocery
you
stores.
stop and get out and try one?
No, I'm busy. And shitty lemonade, get out of here, kid. $1.99? You're not fooling anybody. And so the trope is so pervasive, and yet, how often do you see him?
I did go...
There's a lot of Girl Scout cookies in the area. Those things are fucking expensive.
Past... It wasn't lemonade, it was ginger beer.
You've seen a ginger beer stand. Was it?
Oh my God, yeah. That's right. Panera was selling ultra caffeinated lemonade for a while. They fixed it, I think. But it was legit killing people. Like, people were legit having, like, heart attacks and shit. I totally forgot about that. Now, to be fair, a lot of kids potentially have lemonade stands that could kill people, too. I made it sweeter by putting antifreeze in it.
Like two kids with like a crooked sign.
No, it was a father-son.
Yeah.
And I was with my dad, and we pulled over and got a ginger beer. It was absolutely delicious.
Really?
And I said to Dad, "Hey, Papa, can we do a stand?" And he said,
No.
Your mother and I are getting a divorce.
"It's your fault." Dude, way to fucking put the salt in the wound of my parents' divorce. We just fucking chuck that in the vid. Also, my cat's dead. My dog's dead.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, with how TikTok works, you could absolutely set up a Tide Pod stand, sell it as lemonade, and people would still buy it as long as they could live stream it.
If you ever want to pull up any of that.
Editor. Thank you. I like the idea of the lemonade stand. I think it's good.
I mean, would you do one?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, well, how about this? I'm driving down the road.
Yeah.
I've just seen...
Historian and Sons brand lemonade.
I mean, I would, if I saw that and I knew it was him, I would absolutely do it. But, you know, if you didn't know it was him or who the fuck this guy was, I'd be like, I don't know. Some random dude selling lemonade outside.
Be on sale for exactly $1.
Perfect. So, you don't see these lemonade stands often. I thought that was just a trope.
Well, it isn't. You'll be pleased to know this is a genuine lemonade stand.
Fantastic. I'm like knocking on the wood. Yeah, that's some great stuff.
Do you think it's because to build a stand now out of real timber probably costs like a few $100?
Is that you saying that
might
to
be
me
true.
as the owner of the stand? Because I'm just standing out here in the hot sun, just waiting for some customer service.
And also, lemons, have you noticed? They're like 80 cents each.
Yeah.
I mean, that depends. My sister has a lemon tree, and she has hundreds of lemons every fucking year that she can't get rid of. So it works great if you have a tree already, I guess.
Hot day. And that lemonade's looking ice cold.
We've done the math, and we have to charge about $8 for a cup of lemonade.
Got this big bag of coins with a dollar sign on it.
Is that the reason we don't do lemonade stands anymore? Like, they're not cost effective.
Yeah, fucking probably.
Big Aid has run them out of business.
Also, are you going to sell me a cup of lemonade or not? I'm fucking boiling out here.
Right, so, you want it with or without cubes?
What is this bit?
I don't know, I'm trying to find... Mr. E, what do you think? He's not even listening.
I'm busy.
He's editing for main channel. Blah, blah, blah. Look at me go.
We'll put a GIF in.
That makes sense.
Don't forget Incognito and the 60% off Family Unlimited plan.
Blue screen instantly.